Hey, what's going on, guy?
Hey y'all.
That was crazy. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Nashawn,
And I'm King Caleb.
and welcome to Winning in Life.
Let's get right into it.
Yes, sir. It's especially the way the economy is like, it's set up for people to win who take advantage of it.
Exactly.
Who have like businesses and things like that. And, you know, once you have a business, you can keep scaling and keep making more and more money. But if you kind of stay the same and you don't work on yourself, then, you know, you have inflation. Things are just going to get higher.
Right.
And your income essentially is going to
Exactly.
go down, or at least your expenses.
So let's say you
gonna-
stayed at the same job for 10 years and inflation keeps going up every year. You're basically going to become poor. Because you don't move. Either you don't get promoted at your job or either you don't scale up in your businesses. This is why most business owners, the one that are doing really well, they tend to just keep doing better and better.
Right.
Because they take advantage of the economy, like to say. They know how things work. A lot of people are just not educated on how the economy and business work. So like in life, there is winners and there's losers. Where, we live in a time, everybody's a winner.
Right, yeah.
I'm sorry, that's a Disney fairy tale. Either you win or either you lose. And
Winning in life, right?
winning in life, not losing in life. And then this is why we're going to get into being proactive at all times. And we talk about it all the time. We're going to be proactive to the day we die.
Right.
I don't care how much money I have. I'm going to be proactive. Always educating myself. Always taking care of my body. I may be satisfied with the amount of money I have, but I'm always going to be proactive in all areas, spiritual and mental aspect.
So what does like being proactive mean to you?
To me,
or in general?
Okay. To me, proactive means by doing what you need to do to become 1% better every day. So, let's say you read one chapter today in a book, you can read 3 chapters tomorrow, and then you multiply that. So it's actively working on your life to become the best version of yourself. To be just doing what you need to do, even when you don't feel like doing it.
That's tough.
And I ain't gonna lie to you guys. It can be tough because like for me personally, sometimes I don't feel like going to the gym, but I know I need to go to the gym. Like when you look at things of I need to do it instead of want, then that's a difference. Because like a lot of people, they know they need to go to the gym, but they look at it, I want to go to the gym. No, you got to activate in your brain. I need to go to the gym. I need to get this job. Not I want to get this job.
Or I don't feel like
I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. No, you gotta have that thing like either you gotta look at it like water. If I don't have the water, you're gonna die of thirst. You gotta look at life that way. I know I need to do that, or I'm losing.
Right.
I'm taking an L.
The guy I was talking about, he was saying that when it comes to your goals, you need to be like almost like ruthless about it. Like you really need to be hungry for doing it, man. Because if you're not, then it's really not gonna get done.
Wow.
You base it on like a feeling, like I don't really feel like it. So, but if you need to pay your bills, you're willing to do whatever it takes.
Facts, especially if you have a family too. I don't feel like going to work. But
it looks like we starving this week.
That's crazy. I heard someone that said like if people don't call you obsessed with whatever you're going towards to, doesn't mean you're not working hard enough.
Ooh.
You don't call you crazy. Oh, hey Sean, Caleb, take a break. You have time. Just working in it later down the year. Just stay with your regular 9 to 5 or whatever. Just keep being an employee or whatever. And you listen to those people. Misery loves company. So a lot of people would tell you things because they want you to be suffering them. You know what I mean? And like, if people are not like, "Oh, Caleb, why are you working so hard? Why are you not doing this?" Then that's when you know you're doing the right thing. When people are like, "Yo, you calm down, man. You're working too hard. You're so focused." That's when you know you on your stuff.
Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, people should essentially be aware of how hard you're working, like how
Right.
hungry you are for it. Because if they're not, yeah, he yeah, Caleb, he just does his thing and he's doing great. But it's like, nah, man. Every time I see Caleb, man, like he's going crazy, man. This man's still one of the hardest working men that I know in this life, man.
Chill.
And I know, both of us, like that's gonna be
Facts.
to the day we die too, man. So, it's
What does proactive mean to you, by the way?
yeah, I think being proactive is really just like taking responsibility for your life and like every single aspect of your life, man, from your finances to your mental health, physical health to your dating life, man. Because if you're unhappy with any area and you're just saying, "Oh, it's not up to me,"
Right.
the forces, okay, are not in my favor. I just got to deal with it.
Whatever
Right.
the universe wants.
Yeah, like I can't do anything about it, and you just complain.
Right.
Like that's not being responsible. That's not being proactive.
I like that.
And being proactive is saying, I don't like this. I don't like that I'm, making this amount of money a year. I don't like that I'm overweight. I don't like that I'm, not getting the woman that I want, or I'm
Right.
single, or whatever. And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna do something about it. I'm gonna maybe get a second job, or go back to college, or get in shape. Go to the gym. I'm gonna start, talking to women, approach women, whatever it is.
Right.
And essentially, you take the power back and give it to yourself, and be like, I'm gonna do something about it. And
It's basically, I'm sorry.
I saying that I think that there comes a time in life where we all have to make that choice and be like, yeah, bro, we're not victims.
Exactly. I was just about to touch on that point. There's a point of time you need to get out of that victim mentality. And we live in a society right now where people love blaming everyone else for their problem instead of them. Oh, it's the government's fault. It's
Joe Biden.
it's Joe Biden. It's his fault I'm poor. It's this. I don't see him holding your hand and forcing a gun. Hey man, stay poor. Listen. It's up to you. Oh, it's because of me. It's because of how I look.
My boss.
My boss. They can be certain obstacles, but it's up to you to overcome that obstacle. Because life is not easy for anyone in this life. Like, there's obstacles. There's gonna be obstacles, no matter what you do. But it's up to you to make that decision. Hey, I'm gonna win, or like our motto is either we're gonna win or either we're gonna win.
Literally. Yeah.
There's no other choice. I have no choice. Either I'm gonna win or either I'm gonna win. Who you gonna win? So it's up to you. Wake up in the morning. I'm gonna win today. Just by waking up. I say this all the time. Just by waking up, you're winning.
Facts, man.
Just by waking up. And you have your legs and feet, go out there and go hustle.
Right. Yeah, be grateful for what you have, and then
Right.
using what you have.
Exactly.
Right.
Right.
I was just actually looking at that yesterday because, I was this Bible verse. I think I told you about it before. Literally I opened up the Bible app and it said, like, to those who use well what they are given, even more will be given, and they will have an abundance. But from those who do nothing, even what little they have will be taken away.
Such a good verse, bro.
Right.
It is true.
Right. And it sounds like, when I was like, yo, that sounds crazy. Like, I have less and I'm going to be, even less will be taken. But you think about it with money. The people who have money get more money. Like, the rich get richer and the poor get poor. And the reason why the poor get poor is that they don't use the resources. They don't use the money that they have to make more money.
Right.
Right. They just keep spending and spending. Inflation's going up. And then more monies will be taken away, which is crazy.
You know when they were giving out the stimulus checks? You know what the poor people did? They went and bought Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all this expensive stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then they're complaining, I don't have a job, I can't pay my bills. Well, you want to go buy a new flat screen TV or Gucci? What do you expect? But the people that knew how to use the money, they actually put that money into investments and stuff like that. And now you see it grow little by little. And guys, we're not saying it's gonna be easy, Obviously, we know it's not easy, but that's why it's so important to be proactive every day. You are the controller, only you and the man upstairs, God, there's no one else that's gonna stop you on this earth, and it's all up to you. So that's why, it may take 5-10 years to see the results, but trust me, you put your mind to it, you stay consistent, then you're gonna get where you need to be.
Right. And like we said before, like the time is gonna pass anyway.
Exactly.
So you might as well use it,
Right.
or the time will be taken away from you.
Right. Exactly. It's like someone that needed to go to college for a degree that, like let's say like IT, or you need to take like 4 years, but you're debating, oh, I don't want to go,
Mm-hmm.
but you passed those 4 years passed by. You was gonna pass anyways.
Right.
I mean, you needed to do that, so to take those steps. Like it's like, time flies. Like the older you get, you're just gonna pass by.
Right.
You might as well just do it.
Exactly, man. And knowing that, okay, these people aren't gonna save me.
Right.
Right. The government's not gonna save you. Your parents can't save you for too long. You're 30 and you're living in your mom's basement. It's time to get out the house.
And you complaining about why you don't have a potential candidate to want to take you seriously.
Exactly. And I get that some things are out of your control. Like some really bad things do happen.
Right.
Whether maybe you get into an accident or a financial situation, or maybe you got a weird head shape. You can't control. But at the same time, it's like it may not be your fault, but it's still your responsibility.
Wow.
And that's essentially the main thing, is that you still have to do something about it. Your goals are still there, and you still have to pursue them regardless of what's happened to you.
Wow. And you know what's funny? You go out in the world does not know about your problem, or they don't care. They don't care about your excuses.
But Caleb, man, I got this, thing right here, and it's my parents, they didn't raise me right, and
you make your own choices.
Well, the government, they should have gave me a couple extra stimulus checks.
You make your own choices, man.
The schools, they fed me all this food, man. That's why I'm so overweight, bro. Come on, man. Like they had McMuffins and
man, you could get a Planet Fitness membership for $10.
Man, that's a lot of money, man. I need to
go work at McDonald's or Walmart.
How am I supposed to feed my 5 kids?
All right. Well, hopefully the government will help you with that.
Yeah.
For child support.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
Let's say you're always late at work. You think the boss really cares what's going on? You always when you go out in the real world, everybody has their own problems. No one has time to care and cry with you about your own problems.
Yeah.
Let's say you get arrested for selling drugs. You think the police gonna be like, "Hey man, I know you had a rough childhood. It's okay." The police. You telling the police, man, it was just the way I was raised. I was around all these bad kids. Please don't arrest me, officer.
Like, yeah, of course, man. I got you, man. Just stay safe, man. Go to school, and everything will be all right.
All right, thank you. I would never sell again. And then you just leave. Is that a real scenario, guys?
I mean, maybe in La La Land.
They're gonna look at you and start laughing. Okay, bro.
Yeah, put those cups on you real quick.
It's my childhood. I'm sorry, it's my childhood.
Well, my childhood made me this way too.
Yeah, but on the real though, guys, it's all about being proactive. Go, wake up, be grateful, and go get it.
Yeah, man. And it kind of starts with even you just being aware of, what do you really want in life? Because a lot of people don't. They just take what life gives to them, but they don't know that, hey, you can be like, you know what, I don't want this anymore. I actually want this.
Wow.
Like, if you're conscious about it and you know what you want, you still have to take the time to be like, yo, do I actually want this? I've been pursuing this for so long. Is this something that I really want? Or is this something that's been fed to me by my parents, my friends, society, right? And really zoning in on, okay, does this align with my values? Do I actually want to do this, right?
Right.
Or, is this something that's just been fed to me? And I think that's something we all have to come to terms to. Is like, you know what? I really want to, I don't know, open up a candy shop. You know, let's say I want to open up a candy shop, right? And just knowing that, let's say I'm working 9 to 5, right? And I am in IT, but I hate it. And I've always wanted to open up a candy shop ever since I was 5. You know, I have to be like, you know what, this isn't what I want to do, and take the steps
Right.
towards that. Even if you're making less money, but it's still like what you actually want to do, man. Like that's important.
And sometimes you may have to suffer a little bit more for that job you hate just to build up that money to invest into the business. Because if you have no money, you can't really start nothing.
Yeah.
You may have to stay maybe another year or two. You know, you may have to like right after your 9 to 5, go thinking, writing down plans for the business. Like if you really want something so bad, like, you know, sometimes you're gonna have to go to bed hella late, wake up early. You know you need to do this. Like instead of saying I feel like I want to, but you know it is what you need, then you gotta take excessive measures,
right?
You know, to get to that goal.
Yeah, that's sacrifice.
Essentially, yeah. Exactly. You may have to sacrifice going out for a little bit, partying, drinking, clubbing, smoking, whatever you do. You know, you have to sacrifice. You know,
yeah,
girls or guys, whatever. But like, the thing is, the sacrifice is for short term. It's not forever.
Right. Yeah.
And when you sacrifice now, imagine how much more fun you have later. Let's say you sacrifice for like a year or two, and then you scale up to like 6-figure business, and then start getting 7 figures. You know, the amount of places you can travel to later.
I know
the amount of fun
you can do. Yeah, the people you can meet.
Exactly.
Like the freedom. Absolutely.
The networking you can do, and like, essentially, we're all trying to get to a point of freedom where, you know, look at your bank account. Oh shoot, can I spend this amount of money today?
Right.
You know, freedom is just like, all right, hey, let's go to Dubai today. Okay.
Yeah. Right. And boom.
And then boom. That's it.
Now.
Exactly.
And you know, it's crazy, man, because we always have to sacrifice something. Like we're always sacrificing something, even though it doesn't sound like much. Like even when we're going to work, we're sacrificing our time.
Right. Exactly.
I guess if we're eating bad food, we're sacrificing our health.
Right.
But I think everything requires a sacrifice. It just depends on what we're willing to give up. Like some people are willing to give up sleep, but they're not willing to give up, let's say, their money for like an investment or something like that. You know, they'll give up their time for their kid, but they won't give up their time for, I don't know, a celebrity going to a concert or, you know, something like that.
Right.
But like you're saying, like sacrifice really is only a short period of time.
Right.
Because if you sacrifice your 20s, right, a lot of people say you sacrifice your 20s for the rest of your life, where you're just in your 20s and you're just hustling and grinding. And then literally from 30 to like 90.
You're living the best life.
Right. You're financially free. You're healthy.
You're traveling everywhere you want to go.
Right. You got that freedom, man. Like that's worth the sacrifice.
I know like a lot of guys I follow, like a lot of personal development, or like CEOs like Prince Donald, all this stuff like that. They say like 20s is the key. Like you build in your 20s. Like from 20 to 29, you grind like this. Honestly, if you're young, there's really no excuse. Like this is like just not doing anything. Like this is the time, because when you just wake up. Let me go smoke on the couch.
Netflix all day.
And then you become overweight and not doing anything. Because like, well, the amount of energy you have in your 20s, you're not going to have that anymore.
Right.
So you might as well use that energy you have and go hard. Because like you will reap the benefits later. Like you will be amazing. And that's why like him and I, we're trying to grind hard right now.
I think sometimes it can kind of be scary too. That like, I think that's something that kind of hit me, is that essentially when you are kind of like, not necessarily pampered, but when somebody's already taking care of something for you, they're always doing that. sometimes coddled, but even just like you're used to it. Like, oh yeah, I got this. And then you do grow up and you're like, oh my gosh, like,
Right.
I'm literally going to be in charge of this, or I have to, like, it's literally up to me.
Right.
It can be like kind of scary that, oh my gosh, I am responsible, because it's easier just to blame somebody else.
Right.
Because like in this book says, right here, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Very
good book.
Yes, very good. It says that you'd rather put the blame on somebody else than be responsible, and also admit that you are irresponsible for, you know, the outcome that you got. People don't want to admit that they're irresponsible. I don't. So
we all trying to look good in someone else's, or to the world's eyes.
Right.
No, that's what you see on Instagram. No one is talking about their flaws.
I'm depressed, you know.
Or like, I'm really pissed broke right now and I'm angry. Somebody please help me. Or like,
right, yeah.
You know, everyone's like, oh, I'm living my best life, you know. Or,
yeah.
I don't know.
And like you're saying, nobody cares about your problems, man. Like, and it kind of sounds bad, but I'll be on Reddit, right? And I had to make a new account because like I was following all these like forums about like personal growth and stuff, but a lot of people were just talking about their problems, and I'm not gonna lie, bro, I just got sick of hearing about it.
Dang.
I was like, oh my, like at first it was kind of interesting, but it's everybody just, oh, I got this problem, this problem, this problem. I'm like, no, honestly, I just want to hear about the success story.
Right.
Because that's all people really care about is that, yeah, you had a problem, but how'd you turn it around? Not like, I'm in a problem right now. What do I do? Nobody.
To be honest, like most people don't even care about your journey. They care about the finish line. Oh man, you're a top CEO. That's awesome. Hey, I busted my, working. Yeah, we don't care. You're a CEO now.
Right. Well, at least it's inspiring.
It's so inspiring. It is inspiring.
That, even, Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or all these guys like struggled at first, went through this hardship, but they got out of it.
Right.
Because then, like, well, if they did that, then we can do it too.
That's true. It's also success story, inspiring.
Yeah.
The youth.
But if just some random guy on the streets, I'm having money problems, you don't know if he's gonna be a success, right? It's just like, oh, it's just another guy, asking for money or doing all this stuff.
Very true. Very true.
And that's why it's just important for us to know what we want and go after it, man. I know it sounds simple and it's not easy, but there comes a point in your life, man, where you just have to, bro. Like, it's a must. And maybe that fire doesn't come for everybody, but it's here for us. And, sometimes, whatever you need, motivation, inspiration, right? These books, man, different factors can contribute to that fire. Right? But either way, it's in all of us, and it's important for us to ignite it, man.
Facts.
And we can't always just wait for a feeling of motivation, because a lot of times that motivation comes after you do the thing. After you go to the gym for so long and you see your body, you're like, wow, I'm motivated to go again just because of all the work that I've done before.
I see that a lot of times it's discipline that's going to take you a lot of places.
Ooh, isn't that a quote?
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Discipline will take you places that motivation can't. Yeah.
Because you can feel motivated. You watch the motivation, that's awesome, but you're not disciplined.
Right.
You don't put your alarm. I gotta wake up. I gotta do this. Discipline and then motivation together is amazing. But like, if you just, oh yeah, I feel motivated. I watched this motivation video. You sleep for like 12 hours. You don't have no discipline.
Right. Yeah. And motivation, as soon as the motivation's gone.
Exactly. Because like, you say you don't feel like waking up. You don't feel like going to the gym. That's not motivation. That's discipline. You need to wake up, to do something. It's discipline.
And even me, sometimes, oh man, I really don't want to do this, but you're right, man, that discipline, like you need to do it whether you feel like it or not.
Whether you feel like it or not. Facts. But guys, be proactive, be grateful, and you will get where you need to be. And that's why we're going to keep winning in life.
Yes, sir. Also, I did want to get our Tampa Bay talent. All right, if you guys been following us for, quite a while now, we also like to, just shout out somebody in the Tampa Bay area. It doesn't always have to be Tampa Bay. It could be anywhere in Florida.
That's true.
But our Tampa Bay talent is a very good friend of ours. None other than Kenzo Shine from World G Production. you guys ever need some professional pictures taken, he's really good videos.
Yes.
He's got some really good stuff, as you guys can see right here.
Very talented man.
Yeah, he's done multiple videos for me on my YouTube channel. If you guys don't know, also I'm on my YouTube channel. But yeah, he's great, man. Shout out to Kenzo Shine.
Yes,
keep
sir.
working, keep doing your thing, man.
Photographer.
Yeah.
And we see you in the next episode, guys. Let's keep winning.
Keep winning in life.